A dying seal lies bleeding on a gurney while his K-9 partner transforms the sterile corridor into a war zone. The ticking clock, Lucas is dying, combined with the impossible barrier of a loyal, aggressive service dog, creates immediate tension. The central puzzle: how do you save a man when a protector won't let anyone near? Welcome to Mr. Bryan's Tale, where every story takes you on an unforgettable journey. Whether it's thrilling adventures, heartwarming moments, or tales that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, this is your destination for captivating storytelling. If you love getting lost in exciting narratives and discovering new worlds with every video, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on the next amazing tale. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. The field hospital's emergency entrance exploded open. Lucas Grant's blood painted a trail across the concrete as medics wheeled him in, his tactical vest shredded, face pale as death. Behind him, Rex, a Belgian Malinois with eyes like molten amber, positioned himself between the gurney and the surgical doors. "Sir, we need to move him now." Nurse Emily Hart pressed, gauze against Lucas's chest wound, her hands crimson. Rex's growl vibrated through the corridor, a primal warning. Security guards raised their weapons. "That dog moves or we drop it," the lead guard announced. 3 hours crawled by. Lucas's vitals declined steadily on the monitor, blood pressure dropping, oxygen levels critical. Emily pleaded, reasoned, even tried approaching with treats. Rex remained immovable, a 70-pound wall of teeth and loyalty. In the corner, a gray-haired janitor methodically mopped the blood trail, invisible to everyone focused on the crisis. Henry Walker had cleaned these floors for 6 years. People passed him daily without a glance. But Rex's positioning, the tactical assessment in those canine eyes, Henry recognized something others missed. This wasn't aggression. This was protection protocol. Henry set down his mop with deliberate calm and stepped forward. Security guards immediately blocked him. "Sir, step back. This is a restricted situation. Let me try." Henry's voice carried an authority that didn't match his maintenance uniform. Emily glanced up, desperate. "We've tried everything. That animal won't." "Stryker, combat stand down. Shepherd protocol." The words weren't loud, but they cut through the chaos with surgical precision. Rex's ears snapped forward. The rigid stance softened incrementally. Henry took one step closer, his weathered hands visible, palms open. "Good boy. Mission complete. I've got him now." Rex's tail dropped from its high alert position. His shoulders relaxed. Within 30 seconds he sat, then laid down beside the gurney, watchful but no longer blocking access. The surgical team rushed Lucas through the doors. Emily stared at Henry, questions flooding her expression. Who are you?" Henry picked up his mop. "Just a janitor, ma'am." But Emily noticed something others missed. The way he'd assessed Rex's positioning, the command structure in those 6 words, the faded scar running from his collar into his hairline. This man was no janitor. While surgeons fought to save Lucas, Captain Aaron Miles stepped to the hospital's main entrance with the predatory focus of a man hunting ghosts. He'd received the alert within minutes. Classified K-9 command protocols used in Sector 7. Only 12 people alive knew those codes. 11 were accounted for. The 12th was supposed to be dead. Miles found Emily at the nurse's station, reviewing Lucas's charts. "The man who calmed the dog. Where is he?" "The janitor? He's—" Emily paused, suddenly uncertain. "I don't actually know his name." "Henry Walker." Miles said coldly, "Show me his personnel file." Emily pulled up the database. The file was impossibly thin. Hired 6 years ago. Background check cleared. Emergency contact listed as none. No prior employment history. No military service record. "That's not possible," Emily whispered. "Those commands he used shouldn't exist in civilian memory." Miles finished. His jaw tightened. "Because Henry Walker received a Medal of Honor for an operation that never happened, in a country we were never in, alongside a unit that was never formed." "Then who is he?" "A liability." Miles found Henry in the basement supply room, organizing medical inventory with meticulous precision. "Sergeant Major Walker." Or Do you prefer Henry these days? Henry didn't turn around. I prefer to be left alone, Captain. You know I can't do that. You use classified protocols in a public space. You've compromised. I saved a man's life. Henry finally faced him, and Miles saw the weight of decades in those eyes. Isn't that what we were trained for? Miles softened slightly. The operation in Kandahar. What happened to your unit? I know you didn't deserve to be erased. 12 men died because someone decided our mission was too embarrassing to acknowledge. Henry's voice remained steady, but pain flickered across his features. They gave me a medal in a closed ceremony, then told me to disappear. So I did. You could have fought it, demanded recognition. Recognition? Henry laughed bitterly. I wanted to forget. Every night I see their faces. The medal meant nothing when I couldn't save them. So you push a mop. I save lives differently now. Lucas Grant's eyes opened to fluorescent lights and the steady beep of monitors. His chest screamed with pain, but he was alive. Nurse Emily appeared beside him. Welcome back, Lieutenant. You're in recovery. Rex, Lucas's voice cracked. Your dog is fine. Sleeping right outside the door. Emily checked his vitals. You're lucky, if not for her. The door opened. Henry entered with a cleaning cart, prepared to sanitize the recovery room. Lucas's morphine-hazed eyes sharpened instantly. Sierra 6. Henry froze. Kandahar. 2009. You pulled my entire platoon out of that valley. Lucas tried to sit up, wincing. They told us Sierra team was a myth, that the rescue never happened. You're confused, son. The painkillers. I was 19 years old, bleeding out in a ditch, watching insurgents close in. You appear out of nowhere, you and 11 ghosts who fought like demons. Tears streamed down Lucas's face. You carried me 3 miles under fire. You told me your name was Walker. Emily looked between them, understanding crystallizing. You're the reason I became a SEAL, Lucas whispered. The base commander's office was tense when all parties assembled. Commander Sarah Reeves sat behind her desk, a woman who'd earned her stars through combat leadership, not politics. Captain Miles presented his case. Henry Walker is a security risk. His existence contradicts official records. He needs to be reinstated or relocated. Or, Commander Reeves asked, detained for debriefing. Permanently. Henry stood silent, accepting whatever verdict came. Lucas, against medical advice, had insisted on attending. Permission to speak, ma'am. Granted, Lieutenant. This man saved my life twice. Once in Kandahar when I was a kid who didn't know better. Tonight, when Rex wouldn't let anyone near me. Lucas's voice strengthened. If he's a liability, then I'm proud to be associated with that liability. Emily stepped forward. He's been here 6 years. Quiet, professional, never caused problems. He's exactly what this hospital needs. Someone who cares. Commander Reeves studied Henry. The Medal of Honor Committee wants to re-present your decoration. Publicly this time. No, ma'am. Reinstatement then? I'm done fighting, Commander. I like to keep mopping floors. That night, Henry found Emily in the break room, exhausted after a double shift. Thank you, he said simply, for speaking up. Emily looked up. Why did you really turn down the reinstatement? You could have your life back. This is my life. Henry sat across from her. For 15 years, I was a weapon, pointed at targets, told to eliminate threats, watch good men die for operations that got erased from history. And now I clean the rooms where people heal. I mop the floors where families reunite. I organize supplies that save lives. He smiled for first time since the crisis began. I'm still serving, Nurse Hart, just differently. Henry Walker isn't even your real name, is it? It is now. The man who earned that medal died in Kandahar with his team. I'm just someone trying to build something better from the ashes. Emily reached across the table, touching his weathered hand. For what it's worth, I think you're exactly where you're supposed to be. That means more than any medal. Lucas was cleared for discharge a week later. Rex had remained at the hospital, splitting time between Lucas's room and following Henry during his night shifts. He knows. Lucas explained to Emily as they prepared his paperwork. Dogs understand more than we give them credit for. Rex sensed Henry was safe, that he was packed. Henry arrived to say goodbye, push his cleaning cart as always. Lucas stood despite the pain and saluted. Henry, in civilian clothes and janitor uniform, hesitated before returning the gesture with military precision. Take care of yourself, Lieutenant. You too, Sergeant Major. Lucas grinned. Though I have a feeling you'll be taking care of a lot of people here. Rex approached Henry, sat and offered his paw. Henry knelt, shaking it solemnly. Good boy. Protect your handler. As Lucas and Rex departed, Emily watched Henry return to his cart. Will you tell me the whole story someday? Maybe, Henry said, when the nightmares are quieter. I'll wait. He smiled. I believe you will. 6 months later, the hospital dedicated a small memorial garden. Commander Reeves attended, as did Lucas, Emily, and a handful of staff who'd learned the truth. No plaques mentioned Henry's name or Medal of Honor. Instead, a simple stone read, "To those who serve in silence, whose valor needs no recognition, whose sacrifice asks for no reward." Henry stood at the back in his gray uniform, unnoticed by most visitors. He preferred it that way. Lucas approached with Rex, now sporting a service dog vest. They're naming the new trauma wing after Sierra Team. Anonymous donors made it possible. Henry raised an eyebrow. Anonymous? 12 families whose sons were officially never there decided their legacy should be healing. Lucas's voice caught. Your team is finally being honored, even if the world never knows their names. They'd have liked that, Henry whispered. As the ceremony concluded, Henry returned to the hospital. There were floors to clean, lives to support quietly, healing to facilitate from the shadows. Some heroes wear medals. Others wear janitorial gray. Both serve with honor. Henry Walker's story reminds us that true heroism isn't always about the medals pinned to your chest or the recognition splashed across headlines. Sometimes, the greatest warriors are the ones who choose to serve in silence, finding peace not in glory, but in the quiet dignity of saving lives one day at a time. Rex knew what many of us forget, that valor lives in the heart, not in the uniform. And sometimes, the janitor mopping your floor carries more honor than those who demand it. What would you do in Henry's position? Would you accept the public recognition and reinstatement, or choose the peace of anonymity like he did? Don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Bryan Tales for more incredible stories of courage, sacrifice, and the hidden heroes who change the world without asking for applause. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a story that will move your heart and challenge how you see the world around you.